These are dents. And this is a stud gun. Today I'm going to use this to pull out those dents. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to week 3 of the build. So last week we went through and stripped the majority of the car and got it cleaned up and ready to go. This week I'm focusing on the fenders. I don't know when they were welded on, how long ago. The left fender got body filled after it got put on, and as shown in last week, there was a lot of body filler on it. I chose to take it off because I just wanted to know what was under there. I'm kind of glad I did. It gave me the opportunity to play with some of my body tools and kind of clean up the dents that were on it. I'm done using stud gun, and the dents are for the most part pulled out. Unfortunately, the footage I got of this was corrupted, so using movie magic, you won't know the difference. It's going to look exactly the same. Okay, so right here, there's still a little bit of a dent. I'm going to use this to show you the stud gun process. So we're going to take the stud, put it in the gun, center it into the dent, slide on the slide hammer, lock it down, pull the dent out. Then you take your rusty cutters, then grind it smooth. And there's a quick finish process. And if you look, every single one of these spots across it is a place that I did that to. As I said, I got most of the dents out, but I think it can be better. So at this point, I could just take body filler, go over this, and get it smooth. That's what a lot of people will do. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I enjoy working on this, and I want to just take it to the next step. So looking at the inside here, what you can see is whoever installed it, it looks like they rolled the lip of the car side and they placed the fender sheet metal on top of that to give it something to weld to. Alright, we'll see if I can show you what I'm doing here. Got myself a nice long handy dandy crowbar. I am sliding it in here so that the corner of the crowbar is pushing up against the sheet metal that I need to bend. And I'm just lightly pulling it to pop that weld back out to approximately where it needs to be to get this back, to get the shape back to what I want it. And now I'm going to go through with my body hammers and try to smooth the rest of this out. All right, so I've just spent a couple hours kind of shaping this rear fender. By all means, it's not perfect. Professional body man and be able to get it much better than I can. But in the end, the point was for me to do something I enjoy. So I've been able to kind of shape out this area, and I can shape out from here forward. There's about a foot here in the middle that just can't reach it. We've got the inner fender in the way, and we've got the body bracings underneath here. There's just no room to get a hammer in. I'm sure there's some specialized tools to get in there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just do body filler for the rest of it, and we'll move on. On the other hand, the right rear fender did not get body filled. So there was a lot of surface rust to deal with, and there's a lot of warpage on that fender. So as you can see, I got most of the rust off this fender. There is a strip of rust along where the weld is, just because it's indented there. and my stripping discs don't get in there. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get into there and finish getting that rust off. Before then, as you see, this weld bead has not been cleaned up. So I need to go through with the grinder and clean that up and try to get that nice and smooth. As a bonus, this fender does not have the dents that the other fender has. So I'm not going to have to do as much work on this side. Now remember, kids, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean it's safe. Party at your own risk. Take some good old-fashioned penetrating oil. I'm going to run it along the rust line. And I'm going to put this brass wire wheel in my drill. And I'm going to just try to run along, see if I can get that rust out of there. So I could just go through and Bondo this. It's not that huge of a gap. That's more Bondo than I really want to flavor it up. So I think what I'm going to do is grab my body hammers and go on the inside of the car and see if I can't push some of that out. What are we about to do?
Make fire!
So here's the plan. So after heating this up and banging on it a few times, I mean, on camera it looks worse than it actually is. I do still have some low spots on there, and as you can see, there are some high spots through here. That's the low spot. I might come through with the stud gun on some of these low spots and try to pull them out. And I'll continue trying to flatten out those high spots. But realistically, the goal has been achieved. I was going to use body filler anyways, but with my straight edge on there, that weld is looking a lot better. As far as this build goes, I'm not in a hurry to finish it. I enjoy the process of building on the car. I like to take my time and play with the body hammers or some of the other tools and just make it to how I want to do it. So it's not that anything on it is wrong or that there isn't a better way to do it. This is just kind of me enjoying the process. That being said, monsoon season is coming. For those of you up north who don't know what monsoon season is, down in the desert during the summer, every day between 2 and 4 p.m., the sky opens up and just dumps a year's worth of rain for about 30 minutes and then goes away. And during that time, it can get really humid. The concern I have is flash rust. So I am trying to get the body work done quickly so I can body fill and primer and not have to worry about the flash rust. That being said, to get to body filler, I need doors, fenders, and a hood. so that I can block sand everything down to be even to each other, and I can make it look nice and make everything work together. So I need to figure out where I'm going to get those from. And that's all I've got for now, so enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bird keeps perching on my conduit up here and pooping on the car.